Hi guys, this is Miss Hooper and I'm coming to you today to deliver your next bedtime story. So today I have chosen this one. It's called Where the Wild Things Are. And the story and the pictures, so this person is the author and the illustrator, is somebody called Maurice Sendak. So it's a little bit different, but we are going to have a go. Dottie, can you come down from there, love? 1 second, guys. I've got to get the cat out of the window. She'll go splat if she jumps out of there. 1 sec. Come on, you. Let's close that a little bit. Why don't you come and say hello to the children instead? Oh, yes. Come and say hello. Hi, Chillmark. My name's Dottie and I'm the story cat and I'm a pesky little monkey with a very spotted tummy. Off you go then. If you haven't met Dottie before, that was her. Right, anyway, Where the Wild Things Are. So have a look at the front cover. What do you think's going to happen in this story? Maybe pause the video and talk to your grown-up or a sibling about what you think is going to happen. I bet you didn't think a ginormous cat was about to be part of it. Where the Wild Things Are. Wow, look at those characters. Don't they look interesting? The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. He's wearing his white wolf onesie, making mischief. And another, oh no, he's chasing the dog with a fork. Naughty boy. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to his bed without anything. Sent to bed without any dinner. How do you think he's feeling? He doesn't look very happy, does he? That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. Wow. It's not just the plant pot on the table anymore, there's loads of trees growing. How did that happen? And grew. I think Max is starting to change how he's feeling. How do you think he's feeling now? What does his body language and his face tell you? If you can hear a pit-patting noise, that is Dottie playing with a ping pong ball. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines, and the walks became the world all around, and the walls even became the world all around him. Wow. He looks like he's in some sort of forest, doesn't he? Has that ever happened in your bedroom? Maybe in your dreams. What's he going to find there, I wonder? And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. Max, the captain of his boat, just for him. Where's he going to go on his boat, I wonder? If his bedroom's turned into a forest, I wonder where he's going to go. And in and out out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. He's been travelling for nearly a year in his boat. How did he survive? Oh look, this must be one of the wild things. It almost looks like a dragon, but it's got wings or feathers like a turkey. It's even got like some hair and a beard and some horns. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and they gnashed their terrible teeth, and they rolled their terrible eyes, and they showed their terrible claws. Wow. A nice activity for you to do, maybe tonight at bedtime, or maybe tomorrow. You could have a go at drawing your very own wild thing, because they look like they're a mishmash of all sorts of animals, don't they? This one looks like he's mainly a lion, but I've never seen a lion with a rhino horn. And this one looks mainly like a goat. This one looks like he's got scaly legs and a fuzzy mane like a lion. This one's got chicken feet. Oh, and this one's got a great big long tail like a horse as well. That would be a great activity to create your own wild thing. Till Max said, "Be still!" And he tamed them with a magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened, and they called him the most wild thing of all. I'm not sure I'd want people to be frightened of me. And they made him king of all things. Look at him with his crown on. "And now," cried Max, "let the Wild Rumpus start." What do you think a Wild Rumpus is? Oh look, we've got some new wild things over here. This one's got the head of an eagle. This one's got the head of an ox or a bison. This one looks a little bit lizard-like. Wow. But what's a Wild Rumpus? Oh, this is a Wild Rumpus. What is a Wild Rumpus? Pause the video and talk to your adult or your siblings about it. A Wild Rumpus to me looks like lots of dancing and loud noises and jumping around looking up at the moon. Maybe you could have a quiet Wild Rumpus tonight in your garden without annoying too many of your neighbours. Oh look, the Wild Rumpus continues from nighttime to daytime. And this time their rumpus is all about, looks like they're swinging through the trees like monkeys. Oh, and it's still going on. They're still rumpusing, wild rumpusing. This time they're giving piggybacks and marching and stomping. Actually, a Wild Rumpus looks quite fun. "Now stop," Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. Oh. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely, and he wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around from far away across the world he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. Where do you think he's going to go now? you're right. I think he's about to go home, isn't he? He can smell maybe his mummy or his daddy cooking something. Oh, what's your favourite thing that your mummy or your daddy cooks you for your dinner? I really, really like having a roast dinner. That's my favourite, I think. But the wild thing's called, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said no. The wild things roared their terrible roars. Roar for me. Roar! And they gnashed their terrible teeth. Gnashed them for him. And they rolled their terrible eyes. And they showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. All of that roaring and gnashing of teeth and showing of claws didn't make Max stay, did it? They've got a strange idea about what love is as well, haven't they? Maybe that's because they're so wild, because they said, "We'll eat you up. We love you so." I'm not sure. I want to be eaten. And Max sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. How do you think he's feeling? It's an odd sort of picture, that. His face is saying lots of different things. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. Oh look, his mummy and daddy have left it on the table. I wonder what he's got. I wonder if he's got sausages and mash, or maybe he's got pizza, or maybe he's got curry or noodles, or chicken and chips. And it was still hot. Wonderful. And that is the end of the stories, Where the Wild Things Are. I hope that you enjoyed it. It's a little bit of a different story, but I actually really enjoyed that one. I think I might have a go at a Wild Rumpus tonight, although I've got to make sure I don't stomp too loudly, otherwise my neighbours downstairs, because remember Miss Hooper lives in a flat, I don't think they'll be very happy, will they? I don't have any trees to swing from in here. But anyway, see if you could design your very own wild thing for your very own wild thing story if you wanted to. Remember, you can mishmash all sorts of different animals together, and if you can, only if your parents say you can, maybe you could pretend you are the thing, you are where the wild things are, and have your own wild rumpus. Make sure you don't break anything though. Make sure you don't make too much noise. But you could do it as a little exercise, couldn't you? Dance around with your arms in the air, stomp around outside. That'd be very fun. Anyway, thanks very much for joining tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed the story, and I'll see you on Friday night for our next bedtime story. Bye.